evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Pahokie's City Commission meeting Tuesday, April the 14th at 7 p.m. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. We have a packed house, which is great. I want to remind everyone about the silent voices. Your silent voice is a heavy voice to us up here on the dais. Once again, your whisper actually echoes up to the dais. So if we can hold our sidebar conversations on the outside of the room, that would be great for us so that we can make sure we're hearing everything that we need to hear. Also, if you would like to make a comment, make sure that you fill out a comment card. We will adhere to the 3-minute rule for giving your comments. Other housekeeping, Madam Clerk, that I need to be aware of? We're good? All righty. Thank you all very much once again. If we could all stand for invocation and pledge, please. Commissioner Bishop Holmes will lead us in invocation.
Father God, we thank you for our meeting tonight. We thank you for everyone that was able to show up. We thank you for our commission, and we thank you for the city of Pahokie. We ask that you will bless us and keep us from all hurt, harm, and danger. These things we ask in the precious name of our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, Commissioner Bishop Holmes. Sir, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Mayor Walsh.
Present.
Commissioner Biggs. Present. Commissioner Hill. Present. Commissioner Holmes. Present. Vice Mayor Walker. City Manager Williamson.
Present.
City Attorney Brandenburg.
Present.
Lieutenant Piccolo.
Present.
City Clerk Smith here.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. As a courtesy to the audience, commissioners, we want to make sure that we're speaking into the microphones loudly and clearly so that everyone can hear what we actually have to say about our current agenda. With that being said, we'll go through our agenda. City Manager, any additions, deletions, approval of agenda items? Since there being none, can we on to our approval of the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda.
Thank you very much, Commissioners. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Commissioner Biggs.
Yes.
Commissioner Hill. Yes. Commissioner Holmes.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Walker. Mayor Walsh.
Yes. On to approval of minutes from Commission Workshop February 24th, 2015. Regular scheduled Commission meeting February 24th, 2015. Commission Workshop March 24th, 2015. And regular scheduled Commission meeting March 24th, 2015. Can we have a motion to approve the minutes, Commission?
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve all the minutes you posted with any necessary corrections.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Thank you very much, Commissioner. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Biggs.
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes.
Yes.
Commissioner Hill. Yes. Vice Mayor Walker. Mayor Walsh.
Yes. On to our proclamations. Our first proclamation is for Children's Week, April 11th through the 17th, 2015. Can we have a motion to adopt that proclamation? Thank you very much, Vice Mayor.
Second.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Hill. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Walker. Yes. Commissioner Hill. Yes. Commissioner Biggs.
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes.
Yes.
Mayor Walsh.
Yes. We have World Lupus Day, May 10th, 2015. Can we have a motion to adopt that proclamation?
Move to adopt.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Second.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Biggs.
Yes.
Commissioner Hill.
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Walker. Yes. Mayor Walsh.
Yes. On to the report from the mayor. Only have two things to report. In need of support, community and commission, to attend a county commission meeting on the 21st of this month at 9:30 a.m. The county is, I think they're going to grant our, based on our as we show to the county. We've been struggling dollars to pay for the repairs of our lights on our football field. The county commission has graciously considered, but I think they need to see some community. So I'm asking commissioners, if you have the time, please show the commission meeting at 9:30 a.m. at the County Commission building. Citizens, your support too as well. We want to make sure that we're supporting in the community as well as recreational services, all of our community. So next Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Before further, I just realized some dignitaries in our midst here today. Representatives Ray, Mrs. Barbara, if you can give us a nice wave. Always good to recognize individuals in our community. Representative Raider works being hard for us here, and she represents here in our area. We also have Commissioner Representative Wilson. She's here with us, and I think Ms. Easton, is she? I can't see. Yep, here with us as well. Our commissioners are totally committed to make sure she has representation, and these are the folks that represent here in our area. So if you have concerns as far as issues or any concerns that you need help from the county, please address those two individuals and get some support. The other report I have was the Q-Fest at this past weekend. A successful event. I had an opportunity actually on the golf course. I'm no good at I don't have a handicap to play. I just watched and learn. So next time, hope an opportunity to play. Actually, we had a celebrity basketball game. I've seen it was to see the excited children's faces. Met the celebrities, intertwined, got autographs. It was a beautiful day on Friday. And Saturday, culminating day, we all met on Golden Stadium. Turnout. I want to thank for all the support that you that event. I know helicopters out. You have the boat and the officers that were out. They were pleasant and peaceful. Enjoyed you guys being out there. Community to really support Mr. Bolden when he comes back home to our community and provide needed to the community. That's a report from the mayor. Do you have a report, sir?
Thank you, Mayor Walt. April 8th. Tonight's director will probably have a report on that.
Mayor, Commissioner. Ready to clean up game I have this Saturday from 9 to 12. I'm going to meet at the in front of me, Bolden's place. I'm going to be picking up our shirt kits, and we're going to at the old city hall where we lunch at. 9 to 12.
Very much, Mr. Johnson. I don't know. City manager has. I'd like to make a quick comment, city manager. I really want to community to come out to support this. It's a twofold approach to what we're trying here with the Great American Cleanup. It forges relationships between citizens as well. It gives us an opportunity to pitch in and give it to our service departments to make our city beautiful. So I urge everyone to come out and participate in the Great American Cleanup once. Commissioners, would you all like to add in the Great American Cleanup? That's it. All right. I hope to see you to support that. City Manager, carry on.
Chamber of April will be second. About how the Marina applies for this event. We initially went to talk to the owners over there. The facilitation of our city attorney get involved more the operation of this event.
Well, there's
seems to be a little a territorial warfare over who gets rights to the bar area and the pool at what times. There's not been a lot of cooperation between tenants at the restaurant, and so what we do is ask the restaurant to move their to the pool area, and the city provide them with a notation. The city has the pool area for liability. That way their music or their chamber event that will put at the same time over in the county. That seems to be the easiest to solve the issue. You know, of course, we would have hoped that we were able to get together and make a simple matter like this, but it seems we need to intervene with the forum and suggest we do it in that manner.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. I think we have a rep from the chamber here. It's going to cover the attorney costs for that.
Well, that was 37 seconds. Probably going to be. Let's see.
All right. Ms. Bolden, take care of that bill. Thank you very much. Mr. Surf, would like to carry on. Thank that update.
And Commission, I doing my due diligence and about the importance of branding of Pahokee. And so what I'm getting with some other developers website, I want to show you some clips of that. What our new website is going, we have some options here to choose from in color and style. So out the way so we can run this up. Examples with our future website. They're just samples. Roll it one more time. Again, these are samples of our new website. And it's still in production. Of course, we will have to open one for its color and style. I think it's very important when we talk about becoming a city of 20 years, short here in the city of that's representative of who we are. And face it, we do have a website that needs to be upgraded. So working with some individuals actually the individual that developed it, actually developed the Water House website currently that you see on the website for Curtis State. So I touched with them and they took the website and they needed to upgrade it, and I think we're in a perfect position as we come online with all these opportunities that we're being presented to hopefully to redevelop our website. And make it really trending in today's environment as far as people talk about the city of Pahokee. One that they do is they will. And I think it's important when you talk about protecting. And we've had this conversation, and I think this is a very piece as we move forward. It's going to cost very little. For now, you actually piece this together for free, and so we're trying to keep it cool. Right now, there's not cost and what it's going to switch over to this. I anticipate that it'll be reasonable. Again, these are samples, and I think it's necessary and to think about how brand the city of Pahokee we are presented these opportunities.
All right, thank you very much. Questions I would have about the website. We currently have a section on the website where it has requests from the city. We'll be added there as well. As well as an area where it can give a complaint about situation issues that they're having so that we can address their complaints. I think those two things to our website to service our community a little bit more efficient and effective. If you have any more in your report.
One thing you mentioned earlier was opportunity coming in at the new city is to also look at our evaluation as a whole. In due diligence, that explore audit, something we discussing. I discussed this individually with the committee, and I feel that as we work, that as a new administrator, we're headed fiscally and where we currently and where we should be headed in the past, to that we have those mechanisms in place to move forward financially. So there were some questions about how done could we okay financial audit for this Pahokee, and I feel utilize the I come in and give us a clear picture of where we are as a city fiscally. This is some of those questions that routed up about our fiscal of the city. So I think that's I had a conversation with the IG recently, and because they're backed up right now with the other commitments, they said they will be getting back with us late May. That's for me, because I don't want to put my hand too quickly situation that I'm not aware of. If there are any major issues that we have to address, ensuring that we are doing by the citizens of Pahokee. So I think it's important that IGN do that forensic sooner than later.
All right, thank you very much, Manager. I agree with you. It's always good to know where you stand financially. We do get our annual but a forensic audit that would give us a clearer picture of where we stand financially. Any comments, Commissioners, Managers? I'll say no comments about the City Manager. City Attorney, do you have something? No, sir.
Okay, under my agenda is installment payment agreement. This is to be used by citizens that are moved into the city to pay the fees that would otherwise due to the city over time. I've noticed initially I addressed this so that these documents would have to the commission portal. So that's one option. Another option would be to your city manager approve the installment agreements that they did not involve over $10,000. City manager has to spend $10,000 right now under your code. So that would be to streamline the process. You have to wait to get it on the agenda. And if you gave him that authority, always just copy you on agreements that he entered in. So but I think that would probably be processed and having these in individually. So I would let you all adoption approving of the installment payment by the city manager, approved by him in his session, with a copy come to you. I agree with the stream process, given that authority. Any commissioners? Since there being none, can we have a motion? Thank you very much, Vice. Thank you very much, Commissioner. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor. Yes. Commissioner Biggs? Yes. Yes. Commissioner Holmes? Mayor Watts?
Yes. city attorney.
The next item on the agenda is a letter from Thomas Montgomery that relates to our last election. I see Mr. Montgomery tonight. Looks like he's getting ready to speak.
Yes, I preside on behalf of...
Just a second, Montgomery, if you would want to state your record as well.
On the record is Thomas Montgomery. Been an attorney in 33 years.
Thank you very much.
I am Henry Crawford, and candidate for the election of March the 10th. He was the only one who qualified his race at the time of the election. The record's clear, and I've emailed to each of you the documentation that shows that the candidate there is Mr. Crawford qualified. On the qualifications here for Florida as well as the city, you must pay fine fee. You must pay it with a check on a campaign. That was done by the candidate that ran Mr. Crawford with the checks bounced. There's a procedure in your code of law that allows that person who has a bounced check to clean it up with 8 hours. That was not done. Not only was it not done until after the election. And if you look at your ordinance, there's a certain percent must be used to clean it up. You go at a cashier's check on your account. This particular instance, the individual in cash on March 1st. When he went to the election, he paid cash. Position is that city code does not allow the acceptance for the payment of the dollars. And in accepting it, the city has violated its own rule. We're asking this commission to visit the certification section and deem the individual who the most votes was notified to run was to qualifying fee paid pursuant to law, your law. One so, Mr. Crawford, the winner of the election, because he was the only qualified. My letter that I emailed to you, I refer to the backup information. The report, $98 paid by checks. The report, the check report showing that the cash was made on March 4th. Now, why it took so long for the $98 to be paid? No answer to that. You know that the handbook that's established by the city, candidate handbook for city commissioners, and I was a city attorney for 21 years. And this is the best thing I've seen. And we're asking that you follow rules and regulations. The person who ran against Mr. is not qualified at the election. That person not qualified at the time was sworn in. The person only qualifies 31st. Then after the meeting after the election. And I caution because of that. 3-2 vote by commission. Any meeting that was held where that is voted in the majority is subject to being challenged because that individual is not properly sitting as a city commissioner. And we're asking the commissioners of the city who serve as the candidates go back and revisit the election and deem that the individual notified. There's a show that she was qualified and what we presented, welcome to hear it. I believe the paperwork and the evidence that which was produced I, the city clerk, pursuant to public records, stands on, and we're asking you to declare Bill Hoover's sworn to be disqualified and to swear Crawford as the basically winning candidate.
Very much, Attorney Montgomery. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. What I would do now is turn it over to our attorney so that he can address the issues that we may have.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The commission does not have authority or jurisdiction of the issue Mr. Montgomery brought up. The election is held and is also certified by the laws of election. Recourse Mr. Crawford is to file a lawsuit for the court. It would be a circuit court judge that would look at election and determine whether it's valid or not. The court does not have that authority. I don't have that authority. The clerk doesn't have that authority. No one but a circuit court does. We can't do any proprieties with regard to requirement campaign. For someone that's agreed is to file a complaint to the Department of State of Elections, exclusive jurisdiction over the matter, and will, under investigation, and make a determination. And the commission that you are not the board vested by Montgomery, and I disagree wholly with his assumption that any 3-2 vote subject to challenge. We have the elected committee sitting as such, and the decision is over by a court of jurisdiction. Count fully matters that are presented to you. So there's more for the commission to decide on. I'd like to thank Mr. Montgomery. His very polite and to the point.
All right, thank you, Attorney. As we heard from my city attorney, we don't have jurisdiction over this matter. Encourage Mr. and his attorney to take that from our city attorney and due diligence, if you will. All right. Thank you very much, attorney. Any other questions?
One more item bring up on my matters, and that is, we heard a presentation. The Guy Harvey host over at the school, and subsequent to that time, their main representative has gone for when he gets back from vacation, a hearing from him, at which time we'll be entering into some discussion with the city manager, which we will be pleased to report back to the board earliest opportunity.
Thank you very much. Any answers about that, Commissioner?
You were talking about government.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, thank you.
Since there being no question, very much, City Attorney, for your report. On to old business. City Manager, sir, take it away.
Jim Maisie, I'm actually ready. Early August. Do you have any questions? And cover at the bottom, the whole pattern at the end of the economic development. We are about that.
Thank you very much. Resolution 2015-12, a resolution of Pahokee, Florida, setting a public hearing to Article 2, Section 2-33B to coincide the abatement of the plot.
You received a request from the owner to abandon vacate a old right-of-way that runs through of a mobile home park. In fact, there is a mobile home in the middle of the right-of-way. So the right-of-way has not been, we are not aware of utilities that are in it. So what the solution does is it's public hearing date for the 2nd for you to consider vacating that old right-of-way. If it's vacated, it reverts to the abutting property owner as if it were an easement. What? I'm sorry, May 12th.
All right. A motion to move on before we do that at the second reading.
No, this would be this resolution.
Okay.
This is the public hearing.
All right. We have a motion to resolution 2015 dash.
All right, Mr. Mayor, I move that resolution 2015-2, the abandonment of cat.
For the public, yeah. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vice. Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Vice Mayor Walker. Kale. Yes. Commissioner Holmes. Mayor Walker.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. New manager.
Resolution 2015, resolution of the City Commission, City of Pahokee, Florida, and directing the mayor to execute compliance plan with early vision of Palm Beach County.
Second.
Vice Mayor, Commissioner, Madam Clerk, please.
Vice Mayor Walker. Commissioner Biggs.
Yes.
Commissioner Hill. Commissioner Holmes.
Yes.
Yes. Rezoning of Barker Highway.
Discussion of the cost of rezoning $30,000 that we want to make this initiative.
I think we had some discussion about this. Is one of these things that we will take further discussion as we forward. Thanks for bringing your.
Didn't we could go ahead with the 5 and get it, go ahead and get it that one, and then isn't that
Yeah, we approved 5,000 the installment plan. That's where.
rather than the 30,000?
Yes.
So do we need to make that? Okay.
No commission. We don't need a motion for this recorded discussion for us.
Right.
Discussion. Any other comments about the Barfield Highway? Since there being a city manager. Reorganization of community development.
Organization that allows to separate community department from building planning, making building planning its own department, or making community its singular department. Streamline operations, and I think this is a very, as we move forward, here for the opportunity presented to the city staff that can respond to those building planning, zoning, and code enforcement, and to address community needs. And so while potentially this having code of ordinances allows some of those tax that was wearing, because the two overlap each other, clearly defined the code of ordinances. I spoke with our city about that, and we offer him a plan of how that in the code of ordinances advise that both of these need 2 readings to make a change to the code of ordinance. It does assist in our day-to-day operations and streamlining what we have now.
We need a motion, city manager, to allow you to continue your work, or can you conduct that motion?
I have them here as the city manager opposed the department chair. I'll prepare then setting it out and you're on your agenda as first reading. If that's satisfactory, no motion is necessary.
It is satisfactory. Thank you very much. Any other questions? Reorganization commission. Being city manager on to the leases of city manager and administrator.
This earlier discussion pertains to our leasing city vehicle for the city, also exploring opportunities with our that is aging. And as we move forward and we're trying to rebuild the structure, we also need that equipment to address those. So more so, as far as purchasing a vehicle for the city, we're going to explore looking for a business department with DPS for additional vehicles. Palm Beach County does have listed on a monthly basis. We probably need to act and of course the funds to pay for this equipment. I think in one of my reports from public received the list of the needs. So we're going to start addressing some of those needs. We realize we can't begin to address some of the infrastructure cleanup around the city without a lot of equipment. We also did some research on leasing. We spoke about it earlier. Do that again here tonight to give you approval on that.
Mr. Iverson, sir, if you want to give up again for the audience. Commissioner, you all need an overview again. I think what we're going to ask for, Commission is good, I think. What we're for is a motion in the city manager's con to allow for the purchasing or leasing of a vehicle of the $400 a month stipend. Is that attorney?
Yeah, so you do $100 a month car allowance from the contract that use that money to either purchase a vehicle, whether that would be the city's vehicle.
I definitely is in support of the purchase vehicle. Hopefully that would be an option for us as a city. We need that motion commission to amend the city contract to allow for mentioned conversation. Thank you very much. Vice Mayor, thank you very much, Commissioner. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Biggs, Commissioner Hill. Yes.
Yes.
Mayor Walker.
Yes.
I'll be bringing back that on your next agenda approval.
Thank you very much. On to citizens. We have two citizen comments. The first one is from Sam McCann-Street. I answered your question earlier. You're perfectly fine. Thank you very much. Our second, Mrs. Joanne Culberson. I think we addressed some of it with our relation there. Would you come forward and ask your question? Vice Mayor asked Mr. McCann-Street's questions. Mrs. Culberson, why the need to address the election? Why is the SO supervisor of elections not this meeting? Mrs. Culberson's question is code violations. The property that is commercial gets changed.
On codes and violations, you know I'm a regular at the house. I mean, it's been 4 years now. I came up here last 2 weeks ago, and been 10 months since the man decided to cut his yard. They looked it up. I sent him a thing and told him. He told me now that the reason he is getting decided is I'm on his ass. Well, I'm doing the city because I told them 10 months I have my yard every week. It takes 10 months to tell him that he needs his yard again, and he did a lot of violations. What his house has been like that, not boarded up, he's not anything y'all said. For going in and out of that house stuff, they throw it in my yard. I don't want it. Everything's burnt up in metal, scrap stuff that they. When they're in the house, they're looking at my garage and they're thinking, well, we're not home. Look what we get over there. And the neighbors on the other side do the same thing. So, yes, I am a regular. When he comes down here twice this week, he cannot even throw from trash pile. And I know that he's to the court thing and else, but my Fines keep going up and up to an outrageous price. He approached about buying the house. I'm not interested in the house. What I am is that my brother property before and 2-foot property, I let use the driveway, fences on my property. If the city takes that property, it's got to be surveyed. But he said that y'all not told him as fines. So the question is, are y'all letting the fines go up and then it's telling he has these fines and so he can't sell the house? How does, who's in this?
Thank you very much. To our concern, Mrs. Copeland. City Manager, do you have a rear?
I might have an answer.
An answer, sir.
This is 1565 Main. Okay, that property has had a lien running for code enforcement some time now, lien against the property of $1,000. He authorized me to go ahead and enforce our lien. I did a title search on the property, and I found the gentleman has 19 judgments against him that total in excess of $150,000, which are a lien are superior to our lien. So there is no practical way for us to foreclose lien and get money that were owed the property because of superior judgment. Therefore, we are not able to foreclosure. The best thing we do is contact the gentleman and ask him for his permission to put on the list of property demolished. We might like to have that house as much as we would. But other than that, us for our liens is not going to do a bit.
His liens was, when I was all last was $176. He's been put on board. He thinks that his is to be demolished. Not let them demolish it.
So, beyond taxes, that continues. The property will be taking taxes. If no bids on it, amounts to pay off judgments which people want, then that property will end up being owned by the county and it'll be transferred to the city. So the city will end up owning it a long time. But the city does own it, the city can.
But will the city stay on about doing something?
And we can find them again, but obviously the first find isn't any good. It's not going to do any good to go out and again, is it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe something needs to be changed. It doesn't take so long to get property like that done something with. Wait, I do have one other thing about the zoning thing. How does property change? Because, you know, my property was zoned commercial because we didn't have a trucking company up there. It was commercial property. Look at, and how and when it got, I don't know, because I didn't have a company anymore.
Property question, Mrs. Culberson. We want to get the 3 minutes that expires to your question. I would suggest that you get with Ms. Culberson to give her an answer to her questions. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Culberson. City Commissioners, I'll start with from my right here, Commissioner Biggs, ma'am. Your time.
Good morning. I'd like to being good afternoon for all of you that are from Pahokee and for the surrounding areas. I'd like to thank our city mayor, along with Commissioner Will South Bay. And I thank you for being here tonight. And to our new manager, we're here tonight, and thank you so much for your insight to do what you can to help you move forward. We're working together as a unit to make it all happen. And whatever I do, I certainly part of that. And please come support this committee and help us stay on track for what is right for Pahokee. Not for, but for the city of Pahokee. Again, thank you all for coming and have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. My apologies to Honorable Mayor Will, the City of Belgrade. Thank you very much. And Commissioner of the City of South Bay. Thank you very much for being here. And another Commissioner, Vice Mayor of the City of Belgrade. Thanks, ma'am, for being here. Commissioner Holmes, your turn, sir.
Good evening, everybody. I'm new. I things I don't like. First of all, we got a city clerk that would be the problem city that I don't, and I don't have a motion now that we our city clerk.
So we have a motion for City Attorney. We have a motion from one of our commissioners to replace our city.
No second.
Do we have a second?
I'm second for discussion. What?
Second for discussion. Have a second for discussion.
Mayor, under discussion, on city charter, there's a procedure where you have to, because the clerk is a charter, you have to use that procedure to terminate the clerk. It requires you to adopt a resolution setting forth the things that you feel are of the responsibility. And then after that is adopted, the clerk has a period of time to respond to it.
Thank you.
And that's citation on that if you'd like. So you can take a look at your leisure. And find it.
Us as a city, business and all that.
Commissioner, we having a citizens hearing. If you want to go louder.
Oh yeah, I said it's time for us to get our business in order for Pahokee. This is sad. What I've seen as commission, it is what is going on. We don't do anything about it. It's not going to get any better. My constituents put here to do something. Smiles, I'm getting glad people. But I love it, and it's time to get it in order.
Okay, so it's under section 3 of the charter. You need to adopt a resolution, specific reasons for your decision to want to nominate the clerk. If you want to.
I can stay. First of all, she went on vacation last week before. No, the mayor didn't know, and the city manager didn't, and we're boss. That's one thing. Secondly, you tell that we have a that got in a little trouble, lost a check. You know about it until somebody was in business. And that's unacceptable. You don't tell me you didn't know about that. What she should have on the phone and say, listen, so many hours and days to take care of this. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Mr. Holmes, you realize that when that matter went up, city clerk within the state, and it would have been your deputy city clerk who would have had the responsibility to undertake that look. So do you want me to do a resolution with respect to the addition of your deputy city?
No, get rid of the city clerk. Stop there. Buck stops at the city clerk.
Don't you on vacation and
Well, that's not plain. Ms. Biggs, I thank you. I won't disrespect you.
Don't call my name.
Listen to me. Just do that.
Commissioners,
Talk on the rest.
Please, man, talking about my...
I have it more when I got it. You got it. Okay, thank you.
Please, now, don't bring that ugly mess.
Ain't no ugly mess. It's gonna stop.
It's gonna stop here.
all right, commissioners, remember, we are face community commissioners. We're trying to move our forward.
Absolutely.
I hear what Commissioner is trying to present. I think the city has given him an option to work through this. Once again, we're open for discussion, City Clerk. Once again, I think this is I don't think Commissioner Holmes, a personal vendetta. He's a new commissioner coming in. He's seeing that he's not with. He brought it to the commission, and now it's up to us to have an open discussion about one of our commissioners. It's not a time for us to go back and forth with one another, but I think it's a time to think about our clerk. I think our attorney has given us some guidance. Once a motion on the floor, a motion was seconded. There's a resolution that's needed. I would ask Commissioner Holmes to talk with our city attorney so that we can move forward, and that was prudent as we move forward. City attorney, would you get with our city commission to make sure you address anything that he may have so that they back to the commission in order? Do we need to whip the motion, City Attorney?
I think that would be appropriate at the time. And I would Commissioner Holmes about charges to put in the preliminary resolution if he wants to proceed with this. And then we'll back in, and then if it has a majority, to proceed with the process.
All right, thank you very much, thank you very much, Commissioner Holmes, for your concern. Citizens, it takes a lot to do what the committee did. When you have a concern and you know there's going to stuff in the community, I'm quite sure he researched, but he brought it, and once again, have to do it in order, and the attorney helped us with the order. So once again, gentlemen, please get to come up with your... Is that for your commission report? Is that for your commission report?
Listen, let me say this. I sat in this time after time, and I listened to confusion. I listened to arguments. I listened to someone trying to talking under their breath and saying derogative. It has stopped. My constituents put in office to turn the direction city. I'm not going to sit and not do it. See mess going on, speak up, and I'm going to speak loud. And you don't have to like it. Put me out, but I'm going to do what my constituents ask me to do.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Commissioner Hill.
Yes. Citizens, I do apologize for all of the
the issues that are going on now. One thing I know that I just want to say I have many of my family members out here, and I do have a prayer. I have a loving family. I have a very a family that's been in this city time, and a lot of each other. And sad here sometimes, and I just want the commissioners go. Speaking of your breath, I was kind of listening a little bit, and I just heard, Commissioner and Vice Mayor kind of say some things. I just try so hard to continue to move and stay positive and not get caught up in ignorance. I really do. And the reason I'm saying is I want citizens to please just watch everything I go through. I'm fine. I know at the end of the day, you know how you didn't do anything. The thing you can do is say yes and move forward. With all the ignorance on, with all the plotting going on, with the snakes, with all the, and then you come and put it here. I have no problem with that. Only thing for us to do though, I take that same energy and put it into trying to and I don't want Mr. Crawford, I don't hate you, what you're doing. I actually think that you have a lot of people working with you. You have some of the commissioners visiting the attorney for you. Really, I witnessed that with mine. So I really admire you for having people to just listen to you. It's a good piece of leadership. I have no problem with that. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for what I did for the last 4 or 5 years. I really do. Because it really made me such a strong, I have truly learned to let a lot of things roll off. Truly. In addition, I could say I try so hard. Came here, my platform to one of my main for transparency, and we have that. They have so many issues. Transparency. But we just got to stay and continue. Whatever happens, I will be okay. I'll be fine. Thank you.
Very much, citizens, but once again, we do things in order. Thank you. The Vice Mayor, your
That's
turn
the
now.
problem. But it's going on. It's going to get in.
Vice Mayor.
Okay, we have more meetings next week to entertain those. So I'm going to with Mark. I would like for you all the hands that are we have handled the children in our community on April 8th chamber. I would like to thank the staff for their effort in K through 5 research. We really need that program for our families. I'd like to thank those who attended the welcome reception from the city manager on yesterday. And I have a question. Brenda, have you been able to locate the hospital?
Still working on that. The folks working on it. We have a Singapore number. We have a New York apartment address that answers the door. And we have a real estate agent that has an answer phone, but doesn't return phone.
So what would be our recourse forward?
Well, what you're trying to do.
We're trying to assume the property so that we get care of it, you know.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be able to close on it and obtain that by virtue of foreclosing on a code enforcement. That's just not. At one time, the manager asked me to file a suit in an attempt to get there while we were on the so that we could possibly file a new lawsuit, a property, ask the court to declare it a nuisance and require the owner to tear it down. Again, in order to do that, you have to get service on it first. So, if you'd like me to try that, I'll continue for that. Keeping that. I do not want to hold up a large bill for the city. Following this,
my next question would be kind of similar to the home that Culberson. You talk to taxes on that property. Are there any taxes on the property where they go in and possibly assist us?
I'll expect taxes on the house.
Thank you. If you can do that for me, great. Vice Mayor.
As it relates to the vacant, property, this is probably for Mr. Isaac Sinclair. Several weeks ago, I'm going to say 3 weeks ago, we pushed them out the vacant properties, and we had citizens that's inquiring about those. And during that, we were told that those go out within a couple of weeks, and that happened from my understanding. So we need to then we're going to put those vacant properties. There are several residents out there to actually move forward and giving them an opportunity on those properties. So I would like a date that we're going to be taking care of this.
If I'm not mistaken, a date was given, and came and gone.
Clerk and City Manager, I think the commission is a date that the city-owned properties out there.
People want to buy our property. It can't even come up. Opposite the city clerk.
In the middle of all this, we and he needs to get so not for that to go out, so he can look at it as soon as he gets.
Follow up for us, manager, emails the meeting to next committee address this. All right.
You know, and I think I've made this before that. There are, in particular from the city, that we're follow through on, that can be advised, and that way we'll inform if it's citizens or residents, or at least we'll have an answer. So that's making that request again, that we make staff, aware of any request that come before that work is done, and share it with the commission. Appreciate it. Just like for being here tonight. If I was being made to feel like, you know what, I really. You know what, even entertain because we got too many issues that we need to be addressed.
But we got too many issues, concerns in our country. We got people that need jobs. We got people staying there. I'm seeing homeless people around this community every day. I'm seeing where people concerned with food, paying the water bill, things that affect us as humans. I don't go around being vindictive. I don't have time for the foolish. Why? I'm resenting it so much. But I pray about us. If there's a man I pray to every day, every night, that's what keeps me going. I do whatever I can in the community. When there's about a call, I'm there. That me trying to do in this city. And then sit up here in your authorization that, you know, I'm for that. I was elected by to serve this community, and that's what I do. With that being said, good night.
All right, thank you very much, Vice. Once again, it's always a pleasure. Any additional? Right, thank you. Thank you, Vice. Once again, citizens, it's always a pleasure to have a great turnout. Continue to be active, participant process. As you all need your help, we need your prayer. It's very important that you can work with us as we work through our city. We're going to make a choice, whether it's upon us or we are accepting it. This city will be a city of choice. Once the meeting is adjourned, thank you all for